Bam! Hello, friends. I'm going to give you a bunch of Twitter X insights that I got from somebody who's killing it on Twitter X. His name is Chris Kerner. His handle is, let me tell you this guy's handle. I had a call with him. I had a call with Chris Kerner a few days ago. He subscribes to my newsletter, edwardstrom.com/newsletter, the best growth hacking, growth marketing newsletter there is. He subscribes, requested a call with me. I said, let's do it, Chris. And I wanted to pick this guy's brain because he is crushing on Twitter X, and I wanted to learn from him. And so he had questions for me, but the first half of the call was me prying his brain for Twitter insights. His handle is MHP_guy. Chris Kerner, MHP_guy. I asked him a bunch of pieces of advice, and he gave me a bunch of pieces of advice, and that's what I want to share on this episode of The Edward Show. Number one, this one, it should have been obvious, and it wasn't, and I think it's not obvious to a lot of people. Don't retweet. Don't repost. Don't retweet. By the way, these lessons also apply to Threads, to Meta's Threads, which have pretty much similar rules to Twitter X. Don't retweet. Don't repost. Instead, quote tweet. Give your opinion. People want your opinion, and giving your opinion makes a good piece of content that you want to repost. It makes it more of your own, and so you get more credit for sharing somebody else's good work, and then you earn followers. You earn more followers through that. So don't repost, don't retweet, quote tweet. You can give pithy little opinion. It can be 3 words, or it can be several sentences. And the little extra work will be more than worth it for the growth and for the strengthening of brand. So that was number 1. Number 2, Chris told me that 300 to 700 word posts crush. 500 words is the sweet spot, but 300 to 700 word posts do really, really well. And actually, if you look at a lot of his posts, many of his posts are in that length. Something else that he told me, the best performing content is the content that gets people to comment. The algorithm loves comments. More than useful content, the algorithm loves comments. Chris posted very useful content, and it got a bunch of saves. But he grew way more when he posted content that triggered people. And he shared topics that are non-political that still really trigger people. So he said personal chefs trigger people, outsourced assistants, outsourced employees trigger people, fast food triggers people. Those 3 things really trigger people. And he talks about them, and he gets a lot of comments, and these comments cause him to grow much more than sharing valuable insights, which I thought was very interesting, very surprising, kind of disappointing. Not on him, but that's the way the algorithm works. But it makes sense. When I saw Nikita Beer, big name on Twitter, speak last year during New York Tech Week, he said, and Nikita Beer, his handle is at Nikita Beer, just very simple. He said he tries to post content that 90% of people agree with, and 10% of people vehemently disagree with. And it's those 10% who comment furiously. And this drives performance for his posts. And actually, if you look at his posts, this is exactly what he's doing. He's very good at this. So this makes a lot of sense. Totally goes in line with what Chris told me. And then finally, he shared a hook that he really likes. A hook that he really likes is, and this is a hook, this is what you put at the beginning of the content to keep people reading, watching, listening. One of his hooks, should I start this business? That's a hook that he really likes. But you know what? I'm going to share some hooks that I like right now. I have 3 articles on my website about hooks. You can just go to edwardstrom.com/articles and click on the one that says 25 hooks for TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. I share 25 hooks, and then I give more hooks. And if you click on the link that says the hooks that I use constantly, my favorite hooks, nobody knows this about so-and-so, so you could take that, you could adapt it. Gen Z doesn't know this about this video. People don't realize this about Google. These hooks get me millions of views. Nobody knows this about Instagram. That video's gotten almost 10 million views. Starting a post with an accomplishment. This 21-year-old is on track to make $1 million this year selling Notion templates without coding. 570,000 views. And I probably shouldn't share this. This one does really well. I probably shouldn't share this since people I know watch and know I wear pink all the time, but this is the reason I do it. That's a good hook too. And that's it. So the 4 things that I got from Chris, shout out Chris, MHP guy, MHP_guy on Twitter. Quote tweet, don't retweet. Share your insights when you quote tweet. It could even be 3 words. Just share something. This made me laugh. You could say this made me laugh, but it's better than just reposting. 500 words are the sweet spot for posts, 300 to 700 words in general. The Twitter X algorithm likes comments the most. Here are some triggering topics that are non-political: personal chefs, fast food, outsourced assistants, and should I start this business is a good hook. Thank you, Chris. This is episode 270 of The Edward Show. This is my daily marketing podcast. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. Let's grow. 2024. This is the year. This is the year, baby. We're growing so much. I'm growing, and I know that you're growing too. Thank you so much. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.